Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They begin with a run by Smith. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action this time with Love. That's complete to Smith. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing. Love. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
That's good.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. It's caught on the right side of Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Recovered by San Francisco.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first down carry for Smith. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Ford. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
For Brandon
Instead, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
Mostert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. This is Smith. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
Love now on 2nd down.
24 yards.
On the right side, caught by Green. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And 7.
And caught, right side, Green. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the...
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Nicole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
The tackle by...
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. The 20, and he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 13. 36 yards on the play.
13-yard line. A gain of 36 yards. First down, San Francisco.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3.
Fred Warner
there to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Smith. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 15.
On the carry, here's Smith. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Brought down.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
From the 22, Jackson. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Mostert. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Smith. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
The tackle made.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Turnover on downs.
Ready? 32. Go, Randy, turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. I got one. Check 9, check 9.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Love. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now Love. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Here's 2nd and a yard. Going back to Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Javon Kinlaw, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
15-yard line.
On third down, Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
He may try and run for this. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
A gain of 15.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, open man is Samuel, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle made.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. After the penalty, it's Smith. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Number 36.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
38-yard line.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 3rd and long for Love. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
The 49er first down.
This is Mostert. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Now Jackson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
Down San Francisco.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Packers' 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
It's third down. Third and long.
On third down, Jackson flushed out right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, 20, 10,
oh boy, 5, you ain't got no feet.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Packers 21. 49ers nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Javon Kinlaw able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
56. I'm going to come back.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Jesse Bates on the coverage.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Today's final